Hey everybody, happy Friday. Hope you've had a good week. Thanks for joining me once again as I delve into my Steam library and play a terrible Steam game. Legend of Persia. This game is a hack and slash, and if you're not familiar with the genre, well, Diablo is a good example of it. And if you don't know, I play a lot of Diablo 3, so kind of looking forward to this, except for I already know it's going to be a not so good game. These are our hero outfits. I guess we can be a buff dude, a chick, or a skinny guy. So let's go with the chick, I guess. This is a slider. I don't know if you can have medium, easy, or what, but I guess we'll just do normal. There we go, normal, and not gonna do hardcore because I don't know how to play the game. So let's just get in there, and we've got a cinematic. It looks good enough. It seems like the game must have had some budget. But let me just tell you, the game itself doesn't seem to have a whole lot of story going on. They seem to want to inject all story through cinematics. In the first half hour of the game, there was 13 minutes of cinematic, and I tended to skip them quite a bit after that. They really just didn't have anything to do with the gameplay itself. I did some Googling of the names in the stories, and it seems like it's probably based on actual Persian legends, which alright, that's cool and all, but it didn't really seem to have anything to do with what I'm doing now, which is just killing some zombie things, it felt like, in this sand village thing. Maybe I need to read better, but it just felt like I was killing some stuff there, and if you hit the space bar, it'll tell you where you're supposed to go, because figuring it out on your own is pretty tough, you know? Let's go talk to this fella here and see what he's got to say. And it's another cinematic, oh my gosh. Okay, moving right along, we're gonna do this first real quest, which is an escort mission, because that's always super fun, and we've got some skill points to spend here, some character tribute points. How do I access this other thing, or why is this slowly popping up? Character? Skills, here we go. Okay, how do I alright, hit this plus thing here? What are these yellow arrows? Why is that hovering over one? How do I get this down there? I want to put this here so I can use this. Oh, you click that. Alright, that's kind of confusing, but I guess we will just deal with it. Now I've got this AoE stun maneuver, which is good, because there's a lot of fellas that are coming at me all the gosh darn time. I gotta protect this guy. He's just gonna stand up here and do nothing. And oh my gosh, these chests are... I don't know why they don't pick up easier. Fighting a boss dude here, for some reason using my bow, which won't let me use my move, so I better switch to my swordy thing here. And use my stun so that he doesn't completely smush me. There we go. And I'm hitting him. If you hold the right mouse button down, it'll just swing away and auto attack. Only real way I could tell when I was about to die was if my stuff was turning out red. I know there's a health meter right down there in the UI, but I don't know. I just have a tough time paying attention to it because it just looks so bonkers. I have a real tough time picking up these treasure chests for some gosh darn reason. 13 years later and a boatload of cinematics, we go to our next level. We're pretty much fighting the same guys. It's just a lot greener. Not much to say about it. Still having trouble picking up the treasure chests. Second boss is this radioactive place and thing, and he spawns a bunch of skeleton fellas, but basically just use my AoE stun on cooldown and use my mana potions, because why the heck not? I'm not saving them for anything else except for bosses, because my mana does regen on its own. So just spam the stun and, you know, hope for the best. There's that green stuff, it's back, and quest complete. Wow. Anyone else notice that there's like a weird yellow pea stain around the edges? I'm not sure what is up with that. Now here's one of my least favorite things in games is when there's a particularly long scene that they make you watch on a really aggravating thing that you gotta do, because you gotta do it over and over again because you fail so many gosh darn times. There's all these stinking portals with fellas coming out of them, and I have to somehow fight the fellas and kill the portals. And I don't have a whole lot of potions because I have not seen a vendor anywhere. And the game has to have vendors because why else am I collecting this gold if not to look super cool with how much gold I have in my pocket. Unfortunately, this is not my first attempt at this, and that's why I have 0 health potions. And they don't give you more health potions after you die. You just have to go with how many potions you had when you died, which of course is 0 because that's why I died, because I didn't have any potions. My only hope is to kill these barrels and hope that they drop a potion. But of course, they don't. And I am left to try to kill this portal that has an amazing amount of health for some stinking portal thing, while dudes spew out of the other 3 portals. Of course, it doesn't work. I'm not going to be able to kill it because I'm just a little guy with a little sword. You can hear me trying to hit my potions and it's just failing. Failure after failure, and I am dead. I noticed that there was this help section thing here, so I figured I'd give it a shot. They already had like a tutorial that I went through, but these are extra tips which just seem to be random tips about stuff that you can read from this help section. Not particularly helpful, but whatever, they are there, I guess. I went to the community hub and found that there was a tips guide, and that basically said that there was a God mode. So in order to get past this, shamefully I enabled God mode, which I could not disable unfortunately, so I had to play the rest of the game pretty much invincible. In the level right before the 4th boss, I finally found a vendor, and I don't know how you play this type of game, but whatever costs the most is clearly the best weapon, so I just bought the most expensive weapon and equipped that. I was lucky I even found that vendor because he was down a dead end, so I'm guessing that all the other vendors in the game were in some little hidden niche that I just didn't explore, and hey look, here's another dead end with a potion vendor, and I can finally get some more health potions even though I'm invincible now, but it's the principle of the matter. I need to buy those potions. I'm gonna sell all my junk to this guy. So this is the 4th boss, and judging from the achievements, there's only 5 bosses. So I guess there really wasn't much more game to play, but after you go invincible, you really don't get much challenge or fun from a game that was really not much fun in the first place, so I guess I'm done with this. Just really not great. Oh, did I mention that the game also crashed a ton while playing it? Yeah, that made it not fun either.